and the safety that's afforded by a centralized treatment plant over individual Title V systems is remarkable. And anyone who tells you otherwise does not know the facts, okay? Period. Now, in terms of this area, again, the decision that we'd come to in discussion amongst ourselves, in discussion with other town officials, in discussion with state DEP officials, is that we were going to schedule extensions based on the age of the total system, and we're looking at the leach field. And basically, we would give an extension, a fairly large extension for pure leaching system or septic systems that were under 5 years old, a less one that were 5 to 10 years old, and a very short extension for those who were 10 to 15 years old, and that there would be no extension for systems that were greater than 15 years old. And unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned,
where is that published? Is that just?
This has been in the discussion phase. We have not even come to a final agreement in that because we haven't had the hearings on that. You're the first one that's come up on that. But I'm telling you, that's the discussions that I've had with state DEP. That's discussions I've had with other town officials. We have not come up with any finalized plan on the board because yours is the first case. But I'm saying my own feeling in this situation, you may be able to convince the other two board members differently, is that with a system that's 19 years old.
The system is partially 19 years old and partially 5 years old, please.
The system that is important for the environment is 19 years old. And again, perhaps the other two board members feel differently because we have not had the ability to formulate a finalized plan on this.
Just for a correction in the minutes, the leaching pit will also have to be filled in or collapsed and crushed and abandoned at the time of hookup, not just the tank.
Yeah, it is a pit.
It's
Leach
a
pit
That's
and
right,
tank
it's a pit.
both.
That's right. It's
If it was a leach field,
yeah, that's
no.
right. It's a pit.
Nothing done. The pit
Nothing
has to
done
be
to the
filled.
It
with.
has to be filled. That's
And
right.
the other thing is, I believe we're at least a year, correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Camp, but aren't we at least a year before sewer connection permits can be issued?
I
in that
know
area?
it's a long time. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near time now.
So would the board entertain a 1-year extension at this point, today? And then
No, I don't think we
There's no
need
reason to. I mean,
There's
there's
no need
there's
to.
no requirement for hookup. I mean, but, you know, if the other board members want to extend a greater time for hookup to people with functioning systems, I'll be more than glad
No,
to entertain that.
I don't. I agree with. I can say I agree with you 100%. I think that I've been involved in 3 or 4 sewer systems, and there's just no. I agree with everything you said.
I just wanted to state that at the previous, approximately 12 years ago, we had a project, and in those cases, where there was financial hardship, a 1040 form was submitted to the health staff, and it went before the board, and extensions were granted back then. But I don't believe it was any. I don't think it was any longer than 5 years, if my memory serves correctly, in those cases.
That would be another approach. Okay.
Well, I've put that in the paper as I submitted to you. There's a definite financial hardship
You've got to
there.
fill, but that you can't do until you get the order to hook up, and then you can come in with the financial hardship application at that point in time, and that can be up to a 5-year delay for the hookup at that point in time.
We don't have any hard and fast rules on that, though.
No.
That's something that would have to be developed.
Yes, I agree.
When will that be developed?
No, but historically, but Tom's right. Historically, Paul, what the board has done is that at the time of ordering for sewer hookup, people can at that point in time, because you've got to look at the financial situation at the point in time of the hookup. And historically, they've granted variances for up to 5 years based on the estimated cost and the financial situation.
And we can pull up those Board of Health decision letters.
I think
if you wanna see them.
I'd like to see that, because I think there should be a better way, especially when you have failed systems.
I totally agree.
I mean, you can't give a 5-year extension on a failed system, and most all these, very few of these systems are Title V systems.
Excuse me, but in the Stewart's Creek area, there's only less than 20% are pre-1978 septic systems.
Well, that doesn't
And
matter.
30% are newer Title V systems, so it's not most of them that are.
You think your system's a Title V system?
I know it is.
Well, it isn't, because your leach pit, it goes over your lot line and extends out into the street area. So it
Well,
can't be.
it did pass Title V by a certified Title V inspection.
But that doesn't make it legal.
Oh, what does it make it?
Well, I don't know.